Your casket is comfort, and you spend your entire life sleeping in it. The system wants you to be sluggish, reliable, and feeble. These 10 mental adjustments are that coffin is smashed by the hammer. However, if stay put, you're too sensitive to hear this, mediocre, and pass away in silence. First shift. Quit asking, what's right? Begin by asking, what works? Most people want to be correct. Astute minds seek outcomes. This is the initial change. As you can see, most people are trapped in a loop in the mind. Is this reasonable? Is that okay? Will people accept it? They're not using a strategic mindset. They're thinking with emotion, and just that, the reason they remain mediocre. High-level thinkers function using a distinct frequency. They, instead of asking, is this right? They inquire, because, does this move me forward? Often right is a trap constructed by weak school, religion, and culture, those in need of approval. However, what the basis of the work is the result, chilly, quantifiable, and efficient. A lion doesn't find out whether the kill is fair. A general doesn't inquire about the civility of the war. They just one question, is it effective? After you begin to think this way, you stop pursuit of excellence and begin pursuing leverage. You cease being reactive and be more strategic now. You'll understand. Good deeds are not rewarded in this life. Plans. Clarity is rewarded, accuracy as well as performance. From now on, every action you take needs to pass a test. Does it help you get near your impartial? Nor the latest fashion, nor what feels nice, which prevails. Keep this in mind. Those who inquire about what is proper remain revered and broke. Those who inquire about works are misinterpreted and misused. Be careful when selecting your operating system. Change 2. Reset your preferences. The majority of individuals don't fail because they're feeble. Their defaults are the reason they fail, are damaged. Your default settings are your life is run by automatic settings without your consent. How you awaken up, how you consume food, how you respond to stress, your financial management, and how you use your leisure time. And this is the truth. If your default settings are mediocre, you'll lead a mediocre existence. Meta-elegant people are aware of this. For this reason, they purposefully revise their operating system. They create settings where making wise choices comes naturally, and bad ones are rendered impossible. If they so choose, they automate transactions in order to save money, before the money is ever visible to them. If they wish to maintain concentration, they eliminate disturbances to their personal space entirely. In order to improve their health, they plan their day such that there is movement and clean eating is simple. On average, every day, people battle with themselves. Astute people create systems that defend them. Since willpower is ephemeral, but unless you modify them, defaults remain in place. Consider whether my surroundings pull me down or push me forward. Are my everyday routines that complement who I wish to turn into? What are automatic behaviors, killing my growth in silence? After you change your defaults, it feels like progress, organic. You don't need to put forth much effort, no longer. The purpose of your life is to pull you up, change the system, or remain confined within it. Step 3. Act in days. Think in decades. Mental tunnels are where most individuals live. They consider Friday. They consider the following bill. They consider how to make it through the week. After that, they repeat it indefinitely. They stay because of this. Average. Intelligent individuals function on an alternate time frame. Then they zoom out. They have decades in mind. Each choice is evaluated based on a single question. How will this make something for me in 10 years? They recognize the compounding effect. Today's competence will be multiplied over 10 years. A network constructed today will open doors in 10 years, and investments made today will increase subtly, while others squander time. However, this is the twist. Considering decades from now does not imply decades of waiting. They combine this everyday urgency combined with a long-term vision. They are aware that if they do not relocate today, the future never comes. Thus, they behave obstinately on the tiniest steps. Create the page, call, and launch the concept. Exercise the body. No shortcuts, no wasted years, no distractions. This dual lens, sharpness in large images, plus immediate execution is an uncommon tactic because typical individuals run for ease. Astute individuals sow seeds and water them daily. The outcome, while others continue to chase quickly. Smart, intelligent individuals are already 10 years of living the life they had planned long time. Ego Step 4. Break free from the social energy trap. Most people waste their lives entertaining the audience. They share content for likes. They talk to get favor. They expend their efforts seeking approval from those who don't even consider them. The social energy trap is this, and it's among the main causes for which people remain mediocre. It is seen by meta-elegant humans for what it is, a prison of the mind. They recognize that once your sense of value is established on the endorsements of others, your control, so they act in reverse. They let go of the desire to be liked, commended, or approved. They are no longer. Describe their actions. They cease to protect their decisions. Rather, they channel all the energy within the structure into improving abilities, increasing riches, creating freedom. This change is cruel, initially. You'll experience loneliness. Individuals will ask you questions. Some will even launch an assault. However, a significant event occurs. You become noise insensitive. Criticism is defeated. It's bite. Praise no longer diverts your attention. You're unstoppable now. Each and every ounce of you used to waste energy trying to impress. Others are steered toward producing outcomes they are unable to overlook. Recall. This bunch has a comfort addiction. Progress is an addiction for builders. When you quit performing for other people's approval, your thoughts become deadly, serene, and concentrated. Invincible. Build anti-fragility. In Shift 5, when life hits them, most people break. When pressed, they break down. They crumble as soon as anarchy appears. They continue to be mediocre as a result. People with intelligence create something distinct, anti-fragile. They don't simply endure stress, they make advantage of it to becoming more powerful. This is the reality. There will always be pressure. Failures are assured. If you have a weak foundation, you will constantly be reset to zero by life. Thus, what are they doing? They create lives that take strength from hardship. They grow abilities so diverse that they can be destroyed by failure. They construct several sources of income. Therefore, one loss doesn't eliminate them. They grow mental fortitude, such criticism, treachery, and they are not paralyzed by setbacks. Each and every data turns into a challenge. Each and every loss turns into leverage. Each adversary turns into an instructor. While the general public queries, why? Meta-intelligent people ask, how? Does this sharpen me? Here's the improve. You don't fear anarchy anymore, since you are aware that it cannot shatter you. In actuality, the more tests you undergo, the you get stronger. Additionally, after you're anti-fragile, individuals cease attempting to break you because they've come to a realization. Horrifying. They just land hits, makes you more difficult to beat. You've created thus far. Excellent. Consequently, you're not similar to the others. The majority of people clicked away to their cozy casket, but you remained. This indicates that you're prepared for something. The typical intellect will never make contact. Clever intellect using the whisper secret. Furthermore, manipulation isn't really motivation. It's a weapon. An entire ebook plus technology for audiobooks designed to rewire your mind for mental strength. Create your thinking more clearly, more icily, and indestructible. Train impact and the world's inability to provide emotional immunity. Disregard. Inside, there are more than 15 chapters, exercises for mental conditioning, as well as lifetime upgrades, all intended to transform your thoughts into a calm, strategic weapon. If you're prepared to rebuild your thoughts and permanently transcend the ordinary, the top remark has the link waiting for you. Let's get started with Whisper Secret. Start the procedure. Step 6. Convert weakness into strength. Ordinary people conceal their flaws. They conceal them. They reject them. And consequently, their shortcomings turn into eternal chains. People with intelligence do the reverse. They use their shortcomings. They chart them out using brutal truthfulness. What makes me feel exhausted? Where do I constantly fall short? What talents do I lack? Then, rather than hiding these gaps, they provide frameworks and coalitions surrounding them. If they're ill-prepared, they collaborate or hire someone who is a structural freak. If they are not technically proficient, and they work together with those who are skilled at them. When introverted, they make use of it to pay closer attention, speak less, and manage discussions precisely. Leverage is created from weakness because it makes things clear. It directs you to where to delegate and double down. It helps you become more efficient since you quit squandering time and effort to excel at everything. Keep in mind that no empire is constructed by a single individual. Attempting to repair being yourself all the time is a trap. Astute people use their shortcomings as motivation by engineering solutions from outside themselves. This is where the paradox lies. When you quit acting like you're flawless, you become invincible, since every weakness has a plan. Additionally, each and every an external strike lands on strengthened armor. Change. 7. Manage inputs. Rather than outcomes, ordinary people are fixated on the outcomes they not under control. They are alarmed by deadlines, funds, acknowledgement, and additional opinions of people. And when results, they disintegrate when things don't go their way. Meta-elegant individuals think in a distinct way. They are aware that results are never entirely known. Inputs, but not their hands. They pour their vitality into the sole items they can manage, their abilities, their discipline, their behavior, their constancy. Due to the fact that inputs generate outputs at all times, they remain in this manner, stable in terms of emotions. When others go into a downward spiral, the system has already been established. Perform the work, monitor the data, improve, and repeat. If the outcome is in today, all right. If it arrives next year, all right. In any case, they're gaining steam. And this is the key. When you give up pursuing results, you really hit them more quickly. Thus, your vitality isn't dispersed by impatience or fear. It is as focused as a laser-like focus on the important things. Consider this. Am to obsess over things that are beyond my control, or am I improving my everyday inputs, ensure my development? The average person lives in emotional turmoil all the time. Meta people with intelligence remain composed because they are aware of what will shape their future. Today, they provide the system with food, manage the input, and the output will handle itself. Step 8. Look for asymmetry. Fair games are played by average people with even odds. They exchange money for time. They move in a straight fashion that hardly moves the needle. Meta-elegant individuals decline to play that way. They are looking for symmetry, tiny deeds with enormous benefits and little drawback. They inquire, where? Can give me a tenfold return with just one move? Everything changes with a shift. Rather than putting up 60 hours to get paid, they create or fund mechanisms that compensate them forever. Rather than striving for prestige, they increase your networks, leverage, assets, and talents, that substance while they're asleep. Rather, instead of battling for attention, they take at themselves when chances arise to them. Asymmetry involves slanting the board so much in your favor that the game becomes unjust. This is the reason. They have patience. They are prepared to say 100 times no as you wait for the one option for asymmetry that shifts their existence. Additionally, upon seeing it, They give it your all, due to the fact that typical people take little wagers with tiny payouts. Meta-elegant individuals await the move. The entire game is re-fed. Inquire you, which of my acts results in enormous profits? Which behaviors result in only hectic work? Don't even play games. Put a lot of chances in your favor. Making losing almost not possible. Shift 9. Use identity in place of motivation. Motivation is essential for average people. They hold off till they're ready. Additionally, when instead, they give up. Meta-intelligent. That game isn't played by anyone. They are aware motivation is unstable. Thus, they put identity in its place. This is the change. I want to do this, but you stop mentioning it, and you begin to claim that I am this. You don't claim that you desire discipline. You tell them that I'm the type of person who never fails. You don't state that I'd like to barrack. You claim that I am the type of someone who doubles money automatically. Identity shifts behavior right away as a result of your must be consistent with your self-perception. Under pressure, motivation wanes. However, identity, it's irreversible. This is the reason people that are meta-intelligent are obsessed with the narrative they tell themselves. They create it cautiously since, once locked, execution is automated. Inquire, what identity am I reiterating for myself with the way I live my life? Who must I become unavoidable for my objectives? Each time you perform, you're making a cast your ballot for your future self. Take your time. Enough, and the total number of votes creates a new identity which contributes to mediocrity not possible. Don't wait to feel prepared. Choose your identity, then live it. Shift 10. Preserve your mental capacity. As if it were your life, ordinary individuals handle their attentions if it were free. They never stop scrolling. They quarrel online with random people. They permit toxic individuals and unnecessary drama to sap their vitality. Then they question why they are unable to concentrate, why they cannot carry out. People with meta-intelligence protect their mental capacity as if it were sacred, since it is. They are aware that their thinking is their most potent resource. Each and every diversion, each damaging encounter, every pointless duty is a robbery, robbing them of their future. Thus, they cut brutally. They exclude low V values, sound. They reduce the amount of decision fatigue by making their routines simpler. They keep their distance from anyone who depletes their vitality. This has nothing to do with being chilly. It has to do with being inaccessible to the things that are irrelevant. Due to when you're focused and your head is clear as keen, you can't be stopped. You perform more quickly. You think more deeply. You recognize chances that others pass up. On average, people focus on anyone. Somebody requests it. Meta-eloquent individuals focus their attention primarily in areas that increases the length of their life. Consider this. Which diversions are stealthily taking place? My future. What or who do I have to cut to? Get my attention back. Keep in mind that your life is constructed where your focus is. Keep it safe or risk losing everything to the sound. You recently discovered the 10 meta changes in intelligence that take you away from the average indefinitely. However, realize this, simply knowing them is insufficient. You must decide on one and begin using it. Today, as the world is teeming with those who are aware and nearly devoid of those who do, this is what I want, then, from you. Leave a word in the comment section below. The shift that most affected you. Was it asymmetry, anti-fragility, and replacement identity and motivation? That word will keep it in your memory, and it will inform me which section to delve even more into in the following video. If this message awakens, subscribe today if you're feeling up. Due to the upcoming video breaking, open a mental space you weren't even aware of, knew about it. This is where average stops. I want to know if you will break your word. Hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you within the following.